He dumped me the night he became a doctor, but I was already 4 steps ahead. After 9 years of sacrifice, helping my husband chase his dream of becoming a doctor, he handed me divorce papers the night he got his residency offer. He looked me in the eye and said, "I don't need you anymore. I've got everything I need now." What he didn't know? I was already 4 moves ahead. For almost a decade, I worked double shifts at a diner and overnight deliveries while he studied. I paid rent, tuition, groceries, everything. Whenever I complained about being exhausted, he promised, "Once I get that residency, everything will be different. We'll finally have the life we dreamed of." But in his final year, something shifted. It wasn't our future anymore. It was his career. Trips we planned, canceled. Conversations, dismissed. And any time I dared ask when we'd celebrate, he'd sneer, "You don't understand, I'm building a future here." The night he matched into his residency, he didn't say, "We did it." He looked at that email, smirked, and said, "I did it." Still, I hugged him, told him I was proud. Because when you think you're a team, that's what you do. At his celebratory dinner, surrounded by classmates and professors bragging about their brilliant young doctor kids, I clinked my glass, smiling like an idiot, thinking, finally, this was our reward. Then between dessert and coffee, he pulled out a yellow envelope. Divorce papers. "I already signed," he said flatly. "You just need to finish it. I've got money. I've got offers. I don't need a waitress weighing me down." Helpful. That's what 9 years of my life boiled down to. Helpful. The table froze. His professors looked away. And I realized they all knew. But here's the part he didn't. While he was too busy for us, I'd been busy too, quietly moving my things into storage, opening my own account, putting everything in my name, apartment, car, utilities, the works. So when I signed those papers across the table, he had no idea. He just agreed to walk away with nothing. He expected a meltdown. Instead, I pushed the papers back and said, "Congratulations, doctor. You just graduated with a residency and a divorce." I stood, smoothed out my thrift store dress, and walked out. Within a week, I was gone. He thought he got the apartment. What he got was a box with no power, no internet, and a stack of overdue notices. Turns out being too important to touch paperwork has consequences. He ended up couch surfing with classmates, drowning in almost $300,000 of med school debt. The debt he assumed we'd tackle together. Meanwhile, I bought a used car, moved to Phoenix, and started a small business with a friend who didn't treat me like training wheels. Months later, he started showing up everywhere. Different numbers, emails, even stalking my family. Finally, he cornered me in the frozen food aisle at Costco. His face was drawn, thinner. He whispered, "Please, I made a mistake. The hours, the debt, it's too much. I threw away the best thing in my life." I looked at him and said, "When you thought you were untouchable, you threw me aside. Now that you're broke and tired, suddenly I'm the best thing you ever had? What can I do to prove I've changed?" He begged. "Nothing," I said. "I'm already engaged to someone who chose me when he had options." And I walked away, leaving him standing there, frozen. Just another sad shopper next to the microwavable pizza rolls.